Hello, everyone. I just want to take a few minutes. You gotta not mind my voice. I'm sick right now, so. Like I keep telling you, I have so much to say. And from the beginning of my calling many years ago, something always told me to shut up, that I didn't know anything yet, that I had things to learn. Because when I first heard, when I first picked up the Bible and sought out for truth, sought out for God for myself, and that's before I even knew that the gospel actually means the good news. I heard good news. I can remember when I knew, I've told you before that the book was alive. It was like it spoke with me. It comforted me. It was alive to me. And there's no explaining, unless you've experienced it. And I wanted to tell everyone that good news. But I was so naive when I was young. Very confused, with the church. I mean, I was in turmoil. I don't know, but I remember, it was good, and I wanted to tell everyone the goodness, but I didn't know anything yet, and something always told me, you have to learn. When the time comes that you shall teach, you'll have need that one teach you again. 20-some years later, I know what that means. Had I started opening my mouth before now, even throughout these last years, I would have just been preaching another doctrine. I wanted to be sure before I would, I had things to learn in myself. I mean, there's unanswered questions. As long as I had unanswered questions, then I didn't know enough. Then I was not ready to give anything to anyone else. A lot of those questions have been answered for me now. What I was showed in the beginning of my calling has come to be true. It was always true. It was the flesh that warred and the carnal mind that had been, instilled into me. That was what warred with what the Spirit. I couldn't accept the Spirit because I had a part of me was still, I was being told I was wrong by others. By religion and Christianity, and there was some who had said, why would God show you something? What makes you special? I don't know what makes me special, except that God has a plan and that He had to prepare some vessels for His work. It's nothing that I've done, because I am not perfect. None of us who have been given this understanding is perfect in ourselves. The only right thing I ever did in my life, truly right, was when I went to Him, when I wanted to know Him, and I sought Him. And excuse my wheezing, I really am sick right now. It's hard to understand the things that I do now, and to have, and it's hard to go back to remembering the mind that I had before, to know where people's at today. Maybe different levels. There's people who are starting just where I was at. That's what I'd have to assume. There's people who understand and are closer, to the Father, in a sense that, from their greater understanding than myself. And then there's people who are right where I was at when I began my journey. But it's hard because where I was at then, I knew nothing. You only know you're good, you're going to heaven, you're bad, you're going to hell. There's the God, and there's the devil, and there's Christ, his blood, and all. You know nothing. You only know, and you go to the church, and even you might be comforted a little bit, lifted up a little bit for that time that you're there, but you go on with your life, and God is not a constant thought. He's not something you live by and live with in every second. Like for me, he's in my mind every second of the day. And even throughout my life, when I had put off sometimes, I've been on a trial, and I have come through this trial only because it was ordained that I would come through. And I guess the only reason I'm making this video right now is for you who are on this journey. You're going through this YouTube and clicking on videos, and, you're going around in circles. Most of them on YouTube have gone in their own way. And I believe that those who have the heart true will come through it. But I don't take it very lightly for people to open their mouth and make many videos and say many things in air. Because I've kept my mouth closed for over 20 years. And I even don't want to open my mouth out of fear that something I may say is wrong. That's why you see that I don't have many videos. But I hope to. Those of you who have faith, hold on to that faith, because, my faith had grown even small at certain points in my life. There was times I thought I would lose my faith. But I have overcome. My faith is sure. My faith is strong now. And it is my journey that has made it this way. Because only a strong vessel is prepared to do the work of the Lord. I had to learn the things that in myself, in my life, that I can have it to give to another. And God is still working with me. It's not about what anybody else thinks. It's not about what anyone else says. It's you and Father. It's you. That's where your confusion comes. To listen to this man, this man, this man. Listen to one. Go to one and have faith. A true heart that will seek after God. He will be found. And it's not always easy. But I think that it may be easier for some in the future. Because the lies are being cut through today. Truth is being revealed. As Christ said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Not keep you in bondage. It shall set you free. Free to seek after God. Free to reason. People are scared to even go to God because they don't know Him. It's lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge, for ignorance. They do not know my word. They do not know me. And you're not learning them in the church because they Had people known what is truly written in the book, what the gospel truly is, this world would not be the way that it is. And I believe this is the renewing. He renews those who he has set forth for himself to do his work, and then others who will hear. And with each person hearing and arising and awakening, understanding their life, I believe maybe that's how the Father will renew this world. Just with his truth, all things will be renewed. And things that are not him will be destroyed and put away. Once there's no ignorance, once there's light, the darkness is gone, Then you will see clearly what is the truth, what is the right way. I know this isn't the greatest video, but I know it's time for me to begin to do what I've waited a long time to do. I will give what's been given to me. And I'll do the best I can with what I have. I've been hardened. I've had to go through everything. I had to experience everything. Just so that I would have an answer to give. And I think that I've held it in so long that once I get it out, that's when I get my healing. I have to get. Forgive me. I did not want to fail God. I did not want to fail Father. I did not want to fail Christ. I don't want to fail you. I don't want to fail my children. And I know that I won't, because my life's not vain. And he didn't send me his word in vain. I see better things ahead for the people who love God. For the people who will come to know. I hate what's happened to people in this world. It didn't have to be this way. But maybe it did. Maybe it was the only way we could learn. My nightshirt. That's all I'll say for now. I hope something made sense. Don't listen to the ones who are killing with their tongue and showing you a God and a Father who is not merciful and compassionate and loving, because you'll never see God if that's the mind that you have towards him. If that's what may he draw you with love and forgiveness. I'll go for now. I hope I said something right. Be at peace and be well. Bye for now.